By now you're going to be noticing that we're getting quite a few days that's overcast. We also know that there's quite a lot more to come. Today is the start of rainy days that apparently are going to last for 8 to 10 days. So obviously when it rains it gets cloudy, so there's no sunlight for your plants, which is especially important for seedlings, because once the plants have emerged from that compost, they're desperately searching for light, and if there's no light to accommodate them, then they stretch and they become leggy, and leggy plants become weak plants. So when you're growing your tiny little things like your little lettuces and your brassicas, which is especially important for brassicas because they stretch really easy if they don't get enough light, you might want to think about supplementing that sunlight for something else. But we all know that there is an energy crisis going off at the moment, and people are trying to watch the pennies as much as they can, especially on that lead up to Christmas. But there is some lights that you can get that I've used for quite a few years, and they are very energy efficient, and that's these LED lights. And you can get round ones, you can also get square ones, and they're very bright. Obviously you won't be using something like this in your greenhouse because you need to run electric to your greenhouse in order to be able to do that. But you could use them in your shed, or you could just use them in your house in a spare room. Basically these lights are LED lights, and what's especially good about these lights is they run at 6500 Kelvin, which is a perfect brightness for seedlings. But what's even better about these lights is they only run at 18 watts. So they're taking barely any electricity to run them. And you can run them for hours with virtually no deficit to your electric bill at all. So if you're looking to bring on seedlings indoors quicker and stop your plants becoming leggy, maybe these are something that could help you out, because you can get them off eBay and they're not even expensive to buy. According to the original box that they came in, 18 watts, super bright, which we've already covered, but it also says that 80% energy saving, which is something we definitely want to hear in this current climate. And it'd be pretty simple just to set up a basic little light system to accommodate 1 or 2 trays, especially since you'll probably be growing your seedlings in something like this. Lots of little cells in a very small area, which can easily be covered by one of those lights. And that one little tray will hold 32 plants. Then you just need something to put these lights on, but you can use something cheap and makeshift for that. Let's go and take a look. So, something as simple as this. It's just one of those trays that you can get for free. If you go to your local market, they'll give you a couple of these. Then you can just pop your tray underneath like that. And there's enough room to get 2 of those trays in here. And then you just pop your light on top. And you can see that that's quite a bright light considering this is daytime. And instantly your plants have got that extra bit of light that they need. Then you could also use a couple of blocks of wood, pop a sheet of glass over the top. And obviously you can adjust these to whatever height suits you for what you're doing. And then you can put a couple of those on top. And just in that small area you could get over 100 plants on go. And obviously depending on what your own needs are, you can add as many lights as you want. Even using such a simple thing as that one sheet of glass stood on top of some old plant pots. And you can get lots of plants under that very small area. Well over 100 plants. Even using that cell size. So it might be something that's worth thinking about. Because obviously at some point that sun's going to come back out for a few days. So then you don't need these. But is it better to have them and not need them than it is to need them and not have them. That bit I'll leave up to you. So a really cheap, simple way to supplement lighting through those duller days that we know are going to get more frequent the farther into year we get. So that could be another thing worth considering to help your seedlings on the way. Because as you know, once they get past a certain point, they'll stop reaching for light. It's just that when they're at that seedling stage, when they've first germinated and broke that soil, if you get 2 or 3 days without adequate sunlight, they're going to have no choice but to stretch. And unfortunately, the lights in your house aren't going to be enough. They're not bright enough. And that's why you need some that's 6,500 Kelvin. And you especially need some that only run at 18 watts. Anyway, if you found this video useful and you want to see other videos in future about growing plants, how we sow, grow and accommodate them, whether it be through pests and disease, pricking out, potting on or planting outside and in containers, then please just press that subscribe button, hit that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time. You all take care.